and breathe. Wow. Arsenal for Tottenham 1. And guys, I think you might be looking at your your Premier League champions this season. What a dominant way to win the North London derby. And honestly, could have been worse. But yeah, it's your boy the sports conversations, and let's get into this match review quickly. So we take a look at the lineups. Just a brief look at the lineups. For Arsenal have maybe just one change impending. That's Hinkapie coming in for Gabriel because Gabriel has a bit of an injury. That's the only major change. You have Merino up top. Gyökeres is also not fully healthy, and you have Eze in the 10. For Tottenham, they make a bit of a switch because they usually play far the back. They make a bit of a switch, playing a 3-4-2-1, but in theory or in the game, it was a 5-back. It was like a 5-2-3 type formation. So you had Kevin Danso coming in, pairing up with Van der Ven and Romero, Spence and Udogie as fullbacks. Bentancur, he went with a defensive-minded midfield with Bentancur and João Palhinha, and then Odobert and Kudus, instead of playing as wingers, were playing like inside 10s, and then Richarlison up top. So let's get into the game. So boom, the game starts. Arsenal get a quick chance with Eze on the ball around the box, lobs the ball delightfully into the path of Declan Rice, and he smashes the ball. Unfortunately, a very good strike, but he smashes straight at Vicario, and Vicario saved it with his knee. Pretty good save in my opinion. Yeah, and you could tell from the start of the game, the tempo Arsenal was setting where it was just too high. It was just too high. Anytime Tottenham tried to pass the ball out of the back, or even just not even anytime they tried to even have possession, sniff for possession, 2-3 passes, Arsenal get the ball back, and you could tell Arteta really wanted it to be so. So yes, after that Rice chance, Arsenal keep holding possession a little bit. They kept pressing high up. They just kept pressing high up. One side note here, Spurs, the way they were defending Arsenal set piece, I think it was a bit unique because every time Arsenal had a set play, not a corner, like a free kick maybe from the far right flank or the far left flank, they all stood on the 6-yard line. I think you might be seeing this. You might be seeing this as a trend going on with other teams when they face Arsenal, because the moment you try to stand in the box and marking zones, they'll catch you lacking. So yeah, just side note on that. So boom, Arsenal. Merino gets the ball, and yeah, he received the ball in the middle of the park, and he just takes a touch and he's waiting for a run. Trossard makes a diagonal run into the box, a very, very good run, totally onside. Merino dings the ball to him. Trossard collects the ball, takes a touch, and turns in the motion of turning, shoots the ball. Upon further, on first glance, I really thought of the 10 like some Ronaldo Nazario type shit, but on replay it looked like it came off the boot of Mickey Van der Ven. But again, not to take nothing away from Trossard, very, very good goal. Arsenal go up 1-0 in the 36th minute. And after the goal, Tottenham were forced to try to be a bit positive, and it started to go down from there. That's where the downfall started. So then I think 45 minutes later, the second goal came. The ball is with Jordan Timber on the right hand flank, crosses the ball. Danso heads the ball back upon the header back, or he heads out basically. Declan Rice gets the rebound and doesn't even break the ball down or take it. He bounces, he passes the ball to Eze. Eze takes a touch, dribbles past Bentancur, puts him on his ass and slots it into the bottom, from what I'm watching, bottom left corner. Very, very special goal. 2-0 up to us now. And from that point on, you could just tell there was too much blood in the water. So 2-0 up to Arsenal. Arsenal they go into the break 2-0 up. And Thomas Frank has to change something. If he really wants to get back in the game, he has to change something. So what did he do? So the first thing he did was take out down to the centre back. So he switched from a 3-back to his normal 4-back. Brought in Xavi Simons. So how I thought today was his IQ. Some of his IQ plays were very, very soft. But again, that's neither here or there. So he brings on Simons. After the restart, or after the break, Arsenal get the ball back again. During Timber on the edge of the box, passes it to Eze. Eze just slots it with his left foot, mind you, his weak foot, slots into the bottom corner. That's such a delightful goal. That's such a delightful goal, and wow, he's something else. He's really something else. Slots into the bottom corner. Vicario can't do nothing about it. And it's 3-0 up to Arsenal, and Arsenal are just having fun on the pitch at this point. Tottenham hadn't even played a shot at that point. And it got to a point, you see, when you have too much fun, it can... when the people who have too much power, they usually get power drunk, yeah. Same thing with this. They were having too much fun. Zubimendi was intercepted in the midfield by João Palhinha. He was intercepted by João Palhinha, and of the interception, in the middle of the park, Richarlison instinctively, it's not really a lob, but it's a chip lob, lobs the ball over Raya. The moment he hits the ball, Raya sees it, he's trying his best, and bro, when I tell you that ball hits the top corner, it hits the top corner. Nothing Raya could do. Fuck it, nothing no keeper in the league could do in that situation. And Spurs get a lifeline, 3-1 up. Hey, still 3-1 down, unfortunately. But after that goal, Spurs were trying to do some stuff. They were trying their best to create stuff, but they still wasn't panning out, in my opinion. They brought on, I think, Kolo Muani. I think he has a jaw injury, some weird ass mask he was wearing, but again, that's neither here or there. I think today Mohamed Kudus was very, very off. In this kind of games, especially with how Thomas Frank likes to set up his team, whenever I get a chance to shine, you have to take it. You can't let up. You have to take it. So I think he was a bit poor today, and I don't know. I think he's come back from an injury. Yeah, but come on, he can do better. So Arsenal 3-1 up, and Tottenham are trying to get into the game a little bit, trying to be a bit more positive, and the game is opening up. And as the game is opening up, around the 74th, 5th, somewhere in the 70th minute, the ball gets to Merino in the middle. His back is to go. He passes the ball at an angle to Trossard off the wing, at the wing side. Trossard lays it off to Eze at the edge of the box. Eze takes another touch and puts it into the corner for his hat trick. For Arsenal, and wow, you can't say it's not deserved. I'm taking on the match ball, and I honestly want to see Arsenal when they have Havertz back. I really want to see them when they have Havertz back, because with how their back is already solidified, it will be a problem if the attack is also going. If the way things are trending, you might never know, they can make a run in the UCL. But again, I won't say that. So yeah, that's the end of the match. 4-1. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. That's Inter versus AC Milan. That will come out in about 2 hours and a half. So yeah, I'll catch you in that video. See you guys. Peace.